Hey guys, welcome to Freckle Friday. I wanted to kind of reflect through myself, through recent events and through seeing, some of the things other people have done. I kind of wanted to remind you guys why I'm doing this. I personally suffer from bipolar disorder. And for those of you who don't know what bipolar is, it's kind of like depression with a small reprieve of just high energy in between every once in a while. What happens for me personally is pretty much every month I end up feeling like there's no point, it's not worth it. I don't even want to wake up or get out of bed. I just don't have energy to deal with the day. And it's tough. It's really tough. You just feels like you're alone. I know I have friends that are supportive and everything, but I feel like if I reach out to them too often, they're not going to answer anymore, if that makes any sense. That's just how the disease works, the mental illness works. It just makes you feel like, you're kind of useless, and no matter what you do, you could be doing more. Like, it kind of makes you think that, oh, well, maybe I'm not mentally ill, and maybe I'm just faking it. That's just how the illness works, and it's really hard to explain if you've never experienced it, but I think that's close. And then maybe every 3 to 4 months, I'll have a day where I am wired. It is kind of, it's cool, like I get a high, it's neat, but I mean, it's not healthy, it's not normal, and I mean, I will be okay with like 3 hours of sleep, and I'll be running at like 3,000 miles a minute, and I mean, I'll get stuff done, and it's really cool. Like, for me, I finally get like the back room cleaned or whatever. It's yeah, it's just kind of like, just like I'm on crack or something. I don't really know what crack is like, but from what I've seen on television, it's kind of like what that's represented as. So that's what bipolar is. It's not really accompanied with mood swings so much as the media portrays, but they are there sometimes. It's kind of rare. It's like, it's an invisible illness. It's not something that anyone can just look at me and go, oh yeah, you've got bipolar disease, we'll fix that up right away. Like, no, it's always trial and error. If you go to like a doctor, they have to like tweak your medication and try and figure out how everything works. I personally am not medicated because I don't have the money to go and do that trial and error session and, well, this isn't working, doc. Well, maybe try this, try a lower dose, try a higher dose, blah blah blah. All that, I don't have the money to do it. So my coping mechanism is pretty much this channel. I look forward to doing this every day. I try and make sure that I have a video going on, and it helps me get out of bed. And those of you who have been experiencing Pokemon Go have probably experienced the same thing. You might have had social anxiety, and that's brought you out, and you've been able to meet new people. You may have depression, and you've been just able to go out and see the sun, which may not seem like much, but it's a lot, and it helps a lot. A lot of people are kind of bad-mouthing Pokemon Go, but it has helped so many people. It has helped animals. It has helped people who just cannot bring themselves, people with PTSD that can't bring themselves to go outside, like go past their yard. It has helped so many people, and when I say animals, there have been shelters that have been like, oh, hey, you don't want people thinking you're just playing Pokemon Go? Well, while you're walking and hatching your eggs, walk one of our dogs. You can rent them for $5 an hour. And this place that has done this has no more dogs. They are getting animals from other shelters to rent to walk, because people are like, oh my gosh, I never thought I wanted a dog, but this dog and me, we jive, we have a connection, I'm not bringing him back. They've gotten so much money from renting out these dogs that they have waived the adoption fees. So people have just been taking the dogs, which is good, which is really good. They're finding good homes, they're finding places to live, they're not getting killed because of overpopulation. And I mean, I want to spread that word. I want a lot of people to like pick that up for their own shelters and have no more dogs, have no more cats, because I'm sure if you go in and you see the dogs, you might look at the cats too, because hey, they're cute. I personally have always said, if you're gonna get a cat, get an adult cat, because they've already mellowed out, they're no longer psycho. If they are loving cats, they are loving cats, and they will be loving cats, because they've grown out of the teenager years. And you can see it immediately. Like, you can just talk to them and they'll be like, hey buddy, yeah, hey, how's it going? Good, happy adult cats are pretty much the best way to go, because kittens are awesome, but kittens suck. They are high maintenance. They will tear up everything you love. They will puke on and shit on everything you love. Kittens are rough if you've never had a pet before. So adult cats are the way to go, because they're happy adult cats and they will love you for the rest of their lives. So the people that it's helped is people with autism, people that have never really communicated with anybody, are like, hey, look at my Pokemon, look at this, I caught one, and stuff like that. There's like toddlers that have never spoken a word that are just over the moon about Pokemon Go. So pretty much my way of looking at it is that people that are complaining about Pokemon Go are really not looking at it, they're just looking for something to complain about. So keep that in mind too. Don't let that get you down. Keep playing. It's a good game. It is really well made, and they're working on the problems that it does have, but it's good. So my goal has been to help people with bipolar disorder, with depression, with anxiety, people with invisible illnesses that other people don't seem to really understand. When I'm able to start streaming again, I kind of stopped because everything just kind of crashed. Like, I couldn't get good streams anymore, and I'm not sure exactly what happened, but I'm kind of working on it, seeing if that is going to change with my laptop, because I've got a setup where I've got a fan blowing on it, and it seems to have worked for my frame rates on my regular everyday games, so maybe it'll help with live streaming those. But when I do get back to live streaming, I will eventually start charity live streams to get, more research on bipolar and depression and anxiety and any other invisible illness. Because that was my main goal when I started, is to try and help people like me. Not me specifically, but people like me. I seem to have kind of found my coping mechanism for now until I'm able to actually get help, but I want people to know that may not work for you, and getting help is probably the best way to go. It has helped my mother, my stepmother, who has got depression, clinical depression, and I've seen her through the ups and downs, so I know how much is involved with trying to get normalcy, trying to get back, because she's also got ADHD, so it's fun to watch the different medications. I'm sorry. It's just, my mom is a great person, and she has the biggest personality you could ever imagine, and I love her so much, but she's just fun to watch, because some of the medications make you even more hyper. And I'll leave it at that. But yeah, so I've seen what people go through for it, to find help, to find normalcy, at least the best normalcy for them. And it's rough, but I kind of just take it one day at a time, because that's really all I have. Yeah, so maybe maybe when I get bigger, definitely later in this year. I'm getting a new computer later this year so that I'll be able to play bigger, better games without it dropping the frame rate to 12. And maybe I'll be able to get live streams that way. And if not, I'll try and figure out a direct connect out to the internet, which is in the living room, not in here. Try and figure that out too. Just a reminder to myself and an introduction to you guys of why I'm here. I'm here to help you guys through the problems with invisible illnesses. And I just want you guys to know, if you're ever feeling like something is happening, you can talk to me. My email is freckles@gmail.com, so you can always drop me a line. I'm always available. And I'll get back to you within a day. I'm pretty good at that, so I'm always here if you need something. I may not be able to provide monetary support, but I can at least give you good advice. So don't ever feel like reaching out to me it's just not an option. I will try my best to always be there for you guys. So that's Freckle Friday, and I'll see you guys again in about 2 weeks. Bye.